How y'all feel about interracial dating? You think you could be pro-black and interracially date? And what's before we do what? Let's define it for the viewers and we got a lot of folks out there. What is an interracial? What is interracial dating?
Anybody outside of a person of color or outside your race.
I feel like a lot of black women that marry white men are for love. I feel like a lot of black men that marry white women is out of a comparison. Like, I don't necessarily see a lot of black women that have married white men downplay black men in the process. Like, it's just like, I met him, I love him, I married him, the end. But then you see the reverse. It's like, I have to marry white because he's black. Do this and they act like that and they do that, and it's just like, that's what makes it weird.
I hate seeing black women with white men more than I hate seeing black men with white women.
And it's the reverse for me.
It's the reverse for me also. I don't think it's always about love, and it's about a lot of self-esteem issues and self-hatred issues, and again, like I was saying, the pursuit of the American dream, all these ideals that people grew up with. But at the end of the day, love who you love.
Prior to this relationship, you struggled with self-love too.
For sure.
And self-acceptance.
I've never said this. It's so tough sometimes, like using words. Like, my girlfriend before Alana was my first time dating a white girl. I never dated a white girl. It's my first time. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna put any fucking color on love. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I grew up in a very pro-black home, so this was like different for my family, for me, for everybody. It was like, okay, let's see what's up here. And there was just a disconnect there. There was just a whole bunch in which that person couldn't control, but I also felt like I went into that one trying to be a truer version of myself, and that's why some of those things came out.
The truer version of yourself with your ex who was a white girl didn't work.
I don't think that I could have ever gotten to the maximum degree of my truth. Mm-hmm. For years, I feel like even being on the show that I was on, it's a very middle America white show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might play a game just because you like, yo, those are our fans. It's our demo. I'm not gonna shit on our demo. Like, I fuck with them. Cool, I fuck with them. But some of their ideologies, I might not fuck with.
So to bring that back to your relationship with Alana now, do you feel like this is the first person who loves you for how you want to be loved?
Yeah, I found more love for self through her.
Yeah. Have you dated any foreigners?
Just one time.
Which country was she from?
Sweden. It was good, but I don't want to reminisce. Yeah, I just live it as a memory. Yeah.
Did you have any communication difficulties with her?
Not really, because she was good at speaking Korean, so it's just culture difference. It's just not language thing.
What was the biggest cultural difference?
Texting. When we text, Korean couple, we always text what we are doing, but she seems she doesn't care about me, but which is not. But I felt like it's kind of weird.
Black men get the most flack for dating outside their race.
No, for a fact.
Like, that's a fact.
For a fact.
Like, you can, okay, you see, I understand though, these athletes do be on just straight forms. Like, but who can blame them? But,
say that again.
But every time you see like a celebrity or someone that's popular with somebody outside their race, you see nothing but bad comments. I guess he don't like black women, such like they shooting a man down, like like he can't love who he love.
You know what I'm saying?
But you see somebody like, man, I don't, like the Olympics. It's a lot of black track athletes, women. They got these white men in the stands.
They ain't saying nothing.
They ain't saying nothing.
Like, let her do what she wants.
Yeah, they ain't saying nothing. But as soon as a
Mm-hmm.
black man come out with something other than black, they want to pull out guns and shit, like trying to shoot them down. But I don't know, bro. But I guess the society, as far as that, like I said, you see a lot of these celebrities with foreigners and shit. So
yeah,
and mixed babies. Like my family, shit, we got none but mixed babies, bro. We ain't got no full breeds, nigga. Other than my sister, she only with the full breeds, but I don't know.
Full breeds?
Yeah, my sister kids all full breeds, like red.
One of the reasons white women like to date black males is because in the white household, the white man is king, not the woman. But if she dates a white man, a black male, she will be in control. Maybe not of the relationship, but of the outcome of it. Because one phone call, she could destroy his life, Jonathan Majors. Okay, you see? You see? And what these black men don't understand is she's choosing you because she know ultimate and final control rests with her, not you. You see? So when you ask about white people teaching black history, I think it's the same kind of a situation. They want to be worshipped by us because many white people have a savior complex, and so.
Oh, them white girls keep you on a tight leash. Probably. But not Rachel. Like right now, I told her exactly, hey, I got to go to Chicago for business for a couple of days. I'm meeting up with my friend Zalik, who I haven't seen. And yes, we are doing a podcast about black men who date white women. And she was like, oh, well, have fun with that. I was like, don't worry, you'll probably hear it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's open and she's chill about it. She trusts me, 100%. Does she worry about certain things? I'm sure she would because, she tells me I'm handsome all the time, and she.
Yeah, you're a handsome guy.
Oh, yeah. You better stop. But yeah, so, but I think overall I've gained that, that trust with her. I mean, but those are the top three. She's super smart. I think her being smart is just so attractive.
Yes.
Because, I was a C student, kind of B student in college. I don't even want to talk about what I was in high school.
Right.
But she was valedictorian of her class.
Oh,
so
it's on now.
So that's so that was attractive.
But you've never dealt with, and I know with the NFL, you've never dated, not smart.
Right.
So so that was gonna be who you're gonna be with anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think what kind of scared me a little bit too is, I guess outside of them, the girls that I knew that were in college, they didn't make it till, because, once you're a freshman, And then you meet like 45, 50, black people who you're hanging out with. Then that drops down to 25. And then that dropped down to 10. And then you finally graduate and it's like 4 of y'all. And you're like, oh my goodness, what happened to everybody? So.
Yes.
When we first started dating, we would walk into a store, just him, me, separately. He would walk in, no questions, no concerns. I would walk in, oh, we're closing in 5 minutes. So I've noticed that he gets treated a little better. So sometimes I'll send him up to the register. Oh, make this complaint. Use your white privilege.
Remember early on in our relationship, like we'd be walking together and we had like a group of people like walk through us. It's really hard to explain.
It's very intentional. Like you knew that they were going out of their way to walk into us.
Maybe the best way to put it is like, it's not like they're doing it consciously, intentionally.
You don't think it's intentional?
You see, we have different points of views on that because I know they're doing it consciously, intentionally.
They see us, but they don't see us.
Unconsciously intentional.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it, because it's like they know that there's people in front of them, but they don't care that we're in front of them.
How does this all affect your relationship?
It doesn't impact us as a couple, but it makes him more aware and it makes me love him more that he is more conscious out in public, just in general.
Sounds like it enhances the relationship in a way.
Yeah.